Hey Max here. I promise you this video isn't about the Madden 25 beta. This is the M25 Maximum Football beta. I just got the Madden 25 trailer going on in the background for convenience sake. So I was like on the fence about giving feedback on the beta. How much does our feedback matter? But like I can't even see the forums for beta feedback. So I kind of want to like put some stuff together about things I found in the game and I'm a little saddened about. So abilities, right? Abilities are a big thing in Madden, and there was like a couple leaked by an M leaker, and I'm a little sad that really nothing changed. I didn't see anything change. Like I made this document like 3 years ago where I just like said some abilities off the top of my brain, and like nothing's been like added, right? They've added a couple things, like some of the leaks have like bigger hit stick ranges, but that's what Enforcer is. I don't know. Like for example, like you ain't going anywhere. Contain speed burst to match a skateboardist quarterbacks. Like there's so many different abilities. D lineman swat the ball. Run stopping DT that takes up a double team. Like some of these things are close to it. Like they have sort of in the game, but like there's so many abilities out here that I've just like randomly thought of that, it's kind of annoying when Madden has no changes to abilities when it's like the biggest thing in their entire game for gameplay wise, right? Like nothing's changed in years. Why don't we have wingspans in the game yet? Like it makes no sense at all. It makes no sense whatever. And obviously not all these are a good idea, right? Like some of them, tactical nuke, go up 25 points and kick your opponent out of the game. But like, I don't know. Last action hero makes play action linebackers bite down hard. Human joystick for defenders. Like unstoppable when a pass rusher gets past the O-line, he just destroys a running back. It makes no sense. There's no beat press. We got to look at like built-in X factors to get beat press against the bottlenecks X factor meta. I don't know. It's so frustrating. I think it feels like they just kind of phone it in, right? A lot of years. Kicking meters really fast and extra points. They updated the kicking meter, but it's maybe because we had bad kickers. Sometimes, like, you wouldn't even go for extra points in the M25 beta. And, of course, like I said, I'm talking about Maximum Football, not Madden 25. Superstar, I know they changed some stuff in Superstar, but we'll see how well that actually plays out. Superstar has been potential for years now, and they just haven't lived up to it because they don't listen to feedback. They just do their own thing, and it's really poorly done. It's very sad, right? I had like an entire video last year giving feedback on the beta and Superstar. Not a single thing was listened to or implemented, and it just I don't know what they're doing there either. That's pretty pathetic. All right, the biggest thing is Madden, not Madden, looks and feels more realistic. It's the slow, like realistic, right? The slowest I've ever played it. Now, obviously, going from 24 to 25, the game is obviously slowed down because we no longer have 99 speed guys. The slowed feel of it makes it much more offensive focused, I feel like, and feel much more offensive focused, at least easy able to gain yards, but it feels less fun, right? Like, I've always been a proponent of, like, more arcadey games because they're more fun, right? That was my biggest feedback, well, not feedback, but my biggest thoughts on, like, NHL, right? I played NHL, last time I played that was, like, 10 years ago, then I picked it up again last year or so, and I'm like, wow, this feels terrible. And I feel like that's what a lot of casuals feel, so, like, getting that kind of perspective from more of the casual side of in other sports games, like, dang, this is terrible. Like, because I play Madden 1,000, 2,000 plus hours a year, and so, like, I just get used to it. But being able to play those more arcadey versions or go back to an older Madden, done videos like that, it's like, whoa, this is responsive. This feels a little bit more fun. Which is why there's, like, a huge, like, need for, like, the Blitz archetype, where people still talk about those ones, like, the more fun S. And I know they're going more, like, the sim style lately in Madden, which is totally fine. Whoops, cancel. Let's keep playing. What the H? I thought that was going to repeat. That was going to go as I was ranting. So, it's a little frustrating, right? That it's kind of just doing that and being slow and stuff. Here it is. There we go. There we go. I don't know. I know there's a huge proponent of the community that really likes sim-style gameplay, but I feel like a lot of people ask for things and then don't like what they get. And I feel like sim style and slower players out there, like if this M is not 100% like, okay, so the only reason I could see why they keep making it slower every year is if they've like, you know how we have those like they have chips and pads now, and they allow people like fully track miles per hour down the field, like those Amazon advanced stats and stuff, stat tracking. Unless they've 1-to-1, right, laid it out where it's exact same mile per hour on the field that we get in Madden, like 100%. Right, they like even the bodies, right? Like if they show a body and the body the same size, right? Because even like small differences can make huge differences as far as like body ratio to field size. Because we see that's a big problem in MLB The Show. Like fielders just cover too much field and makes all the hits kind of standard, and I don't know. It's there's not enough of them. So same thing in maximum football. They gotta do this better. Also, where's my match coach adjustment? Why'd they take that away? That's one of the best things they had in their game. What the H? And it like, so in order to play drop coverage in certain formations, you got to hit triangle L1 to play sticks, but then how are you going to play hard flats and you got to have zone drops on? I don't know. It's very annoying. They don't just allow us to. Why? I don't know why they take away match adjustments. Like it was like, I was like, cool. They made it more like last gen for some reason. The scoreboard at the bottom, I hate it. Don't like it. Let me choose it. I don't know. They changed the scoreboard now because it was major feedback that it didn't change enough year to year. And now they put it at the bottom. And it's like, can I go back? I don't know. Maybe I'm a boomer. I don't like that changing from the top to the bottom. Pass rush is awful on All Pro. Like, and even with abilities. Like, they nerfed the heck out of abilities a couple years ago. They were good. Last year, in 24, abilities are terrible for pass rushes unless you have the X factors, which are not abilities at all. They're X factors, but they built in the card sometimes. I don't know. Outside of like edge shred, double nothing stack, they got to make pass rush better. It's pass rush is bad. All Madden is slightly better though for the pass rush. I will say that. It does get there a little bit quicker, but All Pro is really bad for pass rush. This along with like zones and stuff. I don't know why. It's like the most simplest like thing you learn as a coverage player. Don't let guys cross your face. You got to recognize the threats to your area. We still have traffic cones out there. Very sad. Pass leads are effed. Like it's something we'll adjust to. So I don't know why they killed the pass lead with L2 even on near. If you near L2 pass lead it now, you're gonna overthrow a bunch. I don't know. Was there feedback or did they just unintentionally kill that? I like the more casual experience of lower quarters. I do like that. Throw on the run still amazingly OP. Escaping the pocket still super easy. We'll talk about that. You know, they talked about like pulling guards and more intelligence. All they did was make them faster, right? They get out there like Bo Jackson on the pull, but the second guy also pulls. They forgot to make him undumb. So even you've seen a lot of stuff. Guys will still absolutely have the worst targets possible downfield. But like if you have like a power and a double pull, the second guy is gonna be slow, and the first guy's dumb, but at least he's fast. But the second guy is like kicked by a horse in the head as a kid dumb, and like Forrest Gump, like pre losing the leg, metal barriers slow. Thirds don't play crossers well. Corners without a clear out for some reason. You know, Clint said corners without a clear out were going to be played by deep thirds. And they don't. And that's sad and hilarious. And they play it terribly. Cringe. Pass velo chems are in the game for some reason still. But if they're there, knockouts are needed there too. So that just stayed the same. Zones are still really dumb. Their spot droppers don't get influenced by routes enough at time. Kind of stack that on top of this. It's terrible. Sometimes they move. Sometimes they get influenced by routes. But a lot of times it's so easy to just like throw it at their face. Lurks don't feel like you jump as much. They definitely knock that down a bit. Even with like pick artists and stuff. Safeties. Guys run right past deep zones and match. That was something that was talked about as far as issues with match coverage. So I'm not that worried about that. Escaping the pocket is dumb easy. Still. And the pocket still doesn't get formed by edge rushers for some reason. They still kind of stick at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes they form, but a lot of times it's just They need an overhaul on pass rush. Franchise is mostly unchanged. They added some cutscenes during the draft, but I put some time into franchise and I came out very disappointed. Right? It's still like a decent experience, 6 out of 10 overall, if you like it, but they still have the overpowered skill tree GM trading boost for some reason. Firing, hiring scouts is boring. Stadium building options should be better. I'll all stay the same. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I was very disappointed. I don't know if you guys can tell. Very disappointed by the M25 beta. And obviously betas are not going to be the best, but I don't know what I was hoping for, more year-over-year improvements. They added switch stick and stuff, but we've already talked about their NCAA and other videos and stuff, and so it feels like a lot of their gameplay stuff. They did kill the juke, luckily. Even though they're advertising the juke is not nearly as good as it was this past year. So that's a W. And obviously some things will change before the launch, and they are maybe hiding some of the features that are coming, but it's not going to be much. It's not going to be much, but I do think college football is going to be much better than Madden this year as far as what I've seen and what I've heard. I think Madden is the redheaded stepchild, if that's still an okay. I'm not even sure that's an okay thing to say anymore. I don't even know, but it's still the forgotten one. It is the forgotten one. Just overall this year, from my experience in it. Like, the best part of the beta was like the loopholes. And we know those aren't going to be there in MUT without some major accidental stuff. So the franchise mode recharge, cringe. The new playbooks, nope. I don't know why we don't have custom play creator yet. They make, I don't know, $100 million plus a year on this, and we get. I get it. It's a hard, short schedule, but something more, please. Something more. Man, I didn't want to be so negative, but I was not impressed whatsoever by what I saw in the beta of not Madden Maximum Football. Bye.